Surviving out in the wild is anything but easy. As a result, most animals have to develop some pretty sharp survival instincts because you never know when you might need them. From a baby elephant being attacked by 14 ferocious lions, to a squirrel successfully responding to a man's CPR, and a rattlesnake that kept on living even after losing its head. In this video, we're taking a look at 12 animals that survived the impossible. Number 12. Headless rattlesnake keeps on living. A lot of insects tend to keep on living even with their heads cut off, but when it comes to vertebrates, it's not really a common occurrence. So when this snake keeps on moving even after losing its head, it's definitely an occurrence that you don't get to see every day. Because snakes are ectotherms, their brains don't need oxygen to keep functioning, which is how this reptile continues to move even after its head has been cut off. Not just that, but similarly, the cut-off head of this python also tries to bite a human, even when it has been separated from the rest of its body, showing that maybe the brain of a snake is much more complex than we can imagine. Number 11. Cat survives deadly fall. Cats might not be the strongest animals out there, but they have some pretty great reflexes, especially when it's a matter of life and death. With their body's large surface area in comparison to their overall weight, cats are practically built to survive the worst kinds of falls. But there is a limit to what a cat's body can handle. So it's nothing short of a miracle when this feline manages to survive her fall from a 10-story building, immediately landing on its feet and running away without so much as a scratch. Number 10. Snapping turtle almost killed. Snapping turtles are fascinating reptiles that look like they belong to the prehistoric era. But sadly, this species is slowly going extinct because of all the human intervention in their living habitat. This snapping turtle is Mae West, and there's a reason why she looks so different from all the other members of her family. When Mae was just a young baby, she happened to swim into a plastic juice bottle and constricted her shell as she grew, almost cutting her in half. So it's a miracle that the creature's entire body still managed to work perfectly fine, helping her stay alive. Luckily, Mae was rescued just in time before she had to go through anything else, and today, she lives a pretty healthy life, even if she does look a little weird. Number 9. Two-legged cow. Cows need all four legs to support their body's entire weight as they grow up. But sadly, this unusual cow was born with a deformity that led to his front legs being underdeveloped. Now usually, calves with deformities like these don't survive for long, but this strong animal managed to not just survive, but live a normal life walking on its two hind legs, just like a human. Looking at it, you can't even tell that the cow was once right at the brink of death. Number 8. One elephant against 14 lions. Elephants might be bigger and stronger than lions, but at the end of the day, it's the wildcats that win when it comes to hunting. So when this poor baby elephant strays away from its mother and finds itself surrounded by 14 vicious lions, it really has no chance of survival. The lions pounce at the poor animal, with 3 of them sinking their teeth into the elephant's back. But even then, the elephant keeps walking, occasionally trying to shake off the lions. Eventually, the animal manages to retaliate against the lions, running at them with full speed, scaring them away for good. Number 7. One warthog takes on 7 lions. Lions might be stronger than warthogs, but don't be fooled because these weak-looking creatures are smarter and faster than they're given credit for. This warthog is minding its own business before it realizes that not just 1, but 7 lions have cornered the animal, hoping to kill it and feed on it within the next few seconds. The lions start to run towards their prey, but thankfully, the warthog realizes what's happening before it's too late and starts to run in the opposite direction. The lions try their best to keep up with the animal, but by then, the lucky warthog has already managed to escape from right under their noses. Number 6. Squirrel survives by CPR. With their small size, almost any kind of injury or attack has the potential to wipe out a squirrel. So when this little creature was electrocuted, most people thought that there was no chance to bring him back. But this man decided to give it a shot when he saw that the little animal's heart was still beating and started giving the squirrel CPR, trying to pump more blood into her brain. And well, let's just say that the effort paid off, because in a few seconds, the rodent opened its eyes and came back to life, healthier than ever before. Number 5. Seal escapes from hungry orcas. Orcas are extremely intelligent predators who work in groups to trap their target and then take turns to bite and pull on it until the poor animal gives in. And that is exactly what was about to happen to the seal if it hadn't taken the drastic step of jumping onto a boat just to drive the orcas away. The seal is seen jumping onto the boat just in time to escape the jaws of a deadly orca, and after that, it just decides to hang around there for a while until its predators are gone, which is when the seal swims off too. Number 4. Wildebeest outruns entire pride of lions. Lions generally prefer preying on wildebeest because these animals are considered slow in speed when compared to the deadly wildcats. But this wildebeest isn't here to play by the lion's rules. The animal's in the middle of running away from a lioness when it spots 2 more waiting to rip into the wildebeest. But in a heart-stopping moment, the wildebeest leaps over the 2 hungry lionesses waiting to attack it, outrunning not just them, but also an entire pride of lions that is now after the poor animal. But even then, the wildebeest manages to get a head start and darts away from the scene, leaving the lions no choice but to give up. Number 3. Elephant almost sinks in the mud. With their giant size and weight, elephants are some of the most powerful animals in the world, but that doesn't mean they can't land themselves in sticky situations. This poor elephant fell into a deadly mud pit in Kenya and was stuck there for over 12 hours because no one knew how to pull the heavy mammal up. Eventually, a team of wildlife rescuers arrive with a digger machine, which then plows the ground, helping the elephant come out safely, just before the poor creature completely sank into the ground. Number 2. Dog survives leopard attack. Usually, a dog would never be a match against a wild cat as strong and aggressive as a leopard. But somehow, this dog musters up all its courage when a giant leopard enters its house. The leopard looks around for a while, and when it sees the dog, the wildcat lunges at it, pinning it down by the throat. The dog wails and struggles against the leopard for more than 15 seconds, but to no avail. It looks like things are almost over for the poor dog before the leopard is scared away by the sound of a passing car, letting the dog live to see another day. Number 1. Deer rescued from frozen river. During winter, temperatures in Siberia drop down below -60 degrees, freezing all the rivers in the country, making it one of the coldest places on Earth. But it was a miraculous moment when this red deer was found floating in the nearby frozen river, close to death by frostbite. But 4 men spotted it and then worked together to cut out a path to pull the poor animal up. And while this took more than 4 hours, the deer was still alive, and the rescue team managed to warm it up just in time to restore circulation in the animal's body. The deer was then released out into the wild to reunite with its family. Alright, comment down below which of these resilient animals was your favorite. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wildly for more. See you next time. Until then, bye for now.